How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How's everyone doing? It is Wednesday night. I know a lot of you are coming from Bible study, so I am going to start inviting some of you on. And as you get on, I want you to start inviting others as well. I know that tonight is a Bible study night. People are getting in or just getting in, and some people are getting ready for bed, but that's okay because we are going to get this party started. Hello, Lawanda. I see you over there in YouTube land. How you doing? How was your day today? How was your day today? Was it good? Did you have a good day? Hello, Dr. Destiny. I see you coming on in the room. Y'all come on in the room, come on in the room, come on in the room. Start inviting people on. Woo! We are on Wednesday, y'all. It is Wednesday, hump day, the middle of the week, the middle of the week, the middle of the week. But we are here and we are making it. Hello, Cynthia. How are you doing? How are you doing? You guys come on in. Come on in. It's good to see you guys. Come on in. Invite others. For some reason, I am not seeing my comments on Facebook, but as you begin to comment, it should start coming in. Yeah, come on in. Start sharing. Start sharing. How was everyone's day? Hopefully and prayerfully, it was a great day. And since you're here, you woke up this morning. Hey, Myrna, how are you? Since you're here and woke up this morning, today was a good day. You know, anytime you wake up and you are able to see another day, that's a great thing. So we will thank God for that. You know, I always ask you guys, how was your day? And if it wasn't so great to you, doesn't mean that it wasn't great because you're here. You woke up this morning. So let's start inviting some more people in. We're gonna give some people some time to get on in the room. Give some people the time to get on in the room. Come on, come on, come on. Get on in the room. Hello, Destiny. How are you doing? Y'all come on in the room. Hopefully what I talk about tonight is going to help you. You guys do know that I don't never know what I'm going to talk about until about an hour or sometimes 30 minutes before I even get on. It's wild. I be like, Lord, why do you do this to me? So, don't want things to be contrived. Want things to be natural, organic. We want things to be organic. So, hey, that's what we're going to do. We're going to be organic. I kind of like to flow like that though, actually. Not knowing what I'm going to talk about, not knowing what I'm going to do until like minutes before, because it just, it really helps me tap in. And then I begin to get downloads from the Holy Spirit. So I am really excited that God uses me that way. Okay, if you're just now getting on, start inviting some people on. Start inviting some people on. I think I'm going to start doing live from like a different location in my house. For some reason, the prayer room, it's not allowing me Wi-Fi the way that I need to. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Because I want to see you guys' comments and I'm not seeing them on my Facebook, which is extremely weird. Why I'm not seeing. Can somebody type the number 1? Type the number 1. Is my connection good on Facebook? I just want to make sure. Type the number 1. For some reason, I'm not seeing the comments, which is so weird. I just need someone to comment for me really quick. Type a comment. Type a comment. Yeah, this is really, really weird. YouTube is cool, but I'm not understanding why I'm not seeing any comments. I read you guys' comments once I get off, but I should be able to see your comments as I'm speaking. which is because I like to interact with you guys if you're not. That's really weird. I'm not your comments. So, hello, Legacy. Yes, I am live. I love you. I love you too. Mommy's live. Can you close the door back? Close the door back, baby. Live at 9, and Legacy is awake. Close the door back, Legs. Okay. Thank you. Close the door back. You gonna close the door back with Mommy? No, he's like, I'm staying in here tonight. Okay, whatever. All right. We're gonna get this party started. We're gonna get started so that we can talk about what we're gonna talk about. I know my son's birthday is tomorrow. He's turning 6. So tomorrow we're taking him to this carnival. So tomorrow night I will not go live at 9 because I will be celebrating my son's birthday, and we'll be probably traveling back home around that time from taking him to the carnival. So tomorrow night, make a note that I will not be live tomorrow night. So we're going to get it in tonight and make it good tonight. And maybe y'all can share the replay, tomorrow night. So, I just want to talk a little bit about what's going to be taking place April 24th. Do not forget that we are having Limitless Tennessee. And yes, you can invite others to come with you. And you also don't have to be from Tennessee to attend. I know I've had several people ask me, hey, do you have to be from Tennessee to attend? No, you do not. You can be from the neighboring states of Kentucky, Alabama, Indiana, Illinois, Georgia, all the connecting states. You guys can be a part. Yes, you can come. So register, and the way that you register, you just visit TiffanyALove.com, and then click on the flyer, and then it's almost like you're gonna send an email just saying you're registering, okay? And it's free. So yeah, we're gonna have a great time. Okay, so I'm gonna go into what we're going to be talking about tonight. So the topic tonight is they changed. They changed. CHANGED. They changed. They changed, and you changed too. So the scripture that we're going to come from is Ecclesiastes chapter 3. And it goes through, let's see, we're going to go through chapter 3, verse 1 through 8. Okay? All right, so it reads, to everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to pluck up, which is planted. A time to kill, and a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build up, a time to weep, and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get, and a time to lose, a time to keep, and a time to cast away, a time to rend, and a time to sow, a time to keep silence, and a time to speak, a time to love, and a time to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace. Okay. There we go. And I want to also put in verse 11. He had made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he had set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end. Okay? So, seasons. You guys are thinking and wondering why people changed. People did not change because of something you did. People changed and things changed around you because that is just a set order of how things work. That is just a set order of how things work. Just like there are winter, spring, summer, fall, you have to understand what happens in those seasons and also understand what's happening in your life during the seasons of life and what things are, why things have to take place the way that they do. Why do things have to take place the way that they do? Okay. Let's start with winter. During the winter, it gets dark earlier. It's extremely cold. Things don't grow well in the winter, or they don't grow at all. It's a time that people hate. It's a time that people don't like to go through it because you have to wear heavy garments. You have to wear heavy clothing as far as coats are concerned. You have to have on scarves. You have to have on gloves because you have to protect yourself from the harsh, cold winter weather. And just like you have to protect yourself during that winter storm, there may be snow that comes along. Hey, Denisha, there may be snow that comes along, but it is cold out there, and you don't want to be out there in the dark with no covering during the winter time. With no covering during the winter time. People tend to get lazy during the winter time. People tend to gain weight during the winter time. Statistically, it shows that people gain 90% of their weight during the winter. And if you think of that spiritually, a lot of you pick up weight during the storm winters of life. We pick up other people's problems. We deal with other people's problems. We deal with other people's pain. We deal with other people's drama. We deal with other people's shenanigans. And then we wonder why we have gained so much weight and why we have become fat in the spirit and unhealthy. We have become big with big problems, with things that we need to shed off, but we carry in those things. Because why? We are in a season where things are not growing. It feels like things are stagnated. It feels like you want to give up and quit because it's like, I cannot deal with this brutal blizzard that I'm going through of a storm called life. And it's one of those seasons where you're like, please hurry up and go. Please hurry up and pass by. My bones are aching. I'm hurting. Please hurry up and go. Like, I know during the winter time, like, there are some parts of winter that I enjoy, but some parts I hate. I hate being cold. I cannot stand being cold. I can be hot all day long. I just cannot be cold. I hate being cold. My hands freeze, my feet freeze. I just can't stand it. I don't want to get up. It's just like your body's like, no. And then for some people, they have arthritis in the wintertime. It's just a time that people just do not like at all. But it's very necessary. It's very necessary. Because winter allows things to shed so that it can get ready for spring. A lot of farmers, if you're into agriculture, in the state of Tennessee, we are the agriculture state. They will tend to get the soil in the plot thickened during the winter time to get ready to start planting for spring. So without winter, guess what? The crops won't get ready to grow right for the spring. Legacy, you coming in here with mommy, I'm teaching. He's like, no, not today, mama. But yes, so you won't get ready for spring if you skip winter. And a lot of you are skipping winter. Go in there with daddy, baby. A lot of you are skipping winter because you're afraid of what winter brings. But without the calamity, without the destruction, without sometimes the hardship of life or what you're going through, you won't know how to spring forward. you're paying attention because the time is going back usually in the winter, in the fall. But you hate it because you don't want to grow through it. And it's very, very necessary to get to the next phase of life. Hello, Deanna. Very necessary to go through winter. We hate to go through winter. And a lot of times, it's just order that then it feels like it's negative, but winter is definitely needed. It's so needed. Depends on, you have to have winter to be able to prepare for those things of life that are to head in the other seasons. And if you're not careful, the very thing that you need from winter will make you skip what's imperative for your growth. And in the spring, you'll start looking silly with different things that don't match, and they will mismatch. And I'm going to explain that to you later. So during the winter, I want y'all to write this down. During the winter season, usually this is a time where you reflect. I want you to follow me in the spirit and in the natural as well, because they both go to hand in hand. In the wintertime, things are cold, brutal, bitter, cold. If you're bitter cold, nothing's growing. Everything stops. Everything's stagnated because things have begun to fall off, or from the fall things begin to fall off, or you're in a season where you're gaining weight, meaning that you're gaining heaviness. When it snows, snow is heavy, right? Snow is heavy. But also snow produces water. Hold on one second, you guys. I'm going to close the door where Legacy had it open. So winter is a time, take notes on this, is a time that most people dread. They don't like winter at all. Some people don't. Some people love winter. So, they do. Now we're going to talk about spring. In the spring is when everything is coming together. Everything is blossoming. Everything is growing. You can actually see your dreams coming forth. Follow me in the spirit here too. You can actually see the roses budding. You can actually, even the birds want to come out and sing in the spring. We're in spring right now. And some of you are springing forward. God even has fast forward the time for you so that you can leap into quantum leap into what you've been praying for. You've been very patient during the winter, and you're like, okay, winter is over with and we are now in the spring, Lord. I want to start seeing the things manifest. But how many of you know that you won't see things in the spring if you don't go through the season of winter as it prepares things to grow for the spring? And some of you are skipping seasons because you want to get to a place so fast. You want to be something so fast. You want to develop something so fast. You want a relationship so fast. You want a job so fast. But you don't want nothing before it's time, y'all. You don't want anything out of alignment. You don't want anything out of the season. So be very careful how you're wanting to skip the seasons of life. You can't skip it, y'all. It's part of the program. It's part of the process. It's part of the order. You'll notice that negative things usually happen before positive things happen. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of the statement, when life feels like it's falling apart, everything is really coming together. And it is. In the wintertime, it feels like things are falling apart. It feels like, oh God, hurry up. But things are actually coming together for the other seasons to come. Okay, let's go to summer. In the summertime, things are really, really hot. Most people want to get in shade during the summertime, but that's the time to be out in the sun. That's the time to get the vitamin D right there. That's the time to grow. That's the time to really, really walk into the fruition of the season of life that you are in full potential blossoming. It's your time to shine, baby. It's summertime. It's time to shine. It's time to shine. It's summertime. Why are you taking the shade? You're going to have plenty of shade in the wintertime. Get your butt out there in that summer sunshine and grow and allow God to use you. It's your time to shine. During the wintertime, it wasn't your time to shine. See, some of y'all want summer benefits during the winter season, and it don't work like that. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. In the springtime, even though it's spring, there's a lot of rain. There's a lot of rain. And if you did not have the rain, you would surely dry out. So you got to have the rain seasons of spring as well. There used to be a song by New Edition. It's like, can you stand the rain? Sunny days, everybody loves them. Can you stand the rain? Because you gotta stand the rain. You have to. You have to. I know that you don't want, in the spring, it's like, oh, but it's raining so much, God. Why is it raining so much in April and May in the spring? Why? And depending on what region you in, the different climates change anyway. In Tennessee, we have winter, spring, summer, fall all in 1 week. It's the strangest thing ever, but we can. We can have winter, spring, summer, fall all in 1 week. But in the summertime, that's usually the time for you to shine. You're ready to be out in the sun. You got your shorts on. You got your long sleeve shirt on. All of that. All of that. And now here comes fall. People hate fall because things fall off. Leaves fall off. And leaves can represent friends and family that must go. You got different sections of a tree. You got the roots, you got the trunk, and you have the branches, and you have the leaves. They call them leaves for a reason, because they leave. And some of you are mad because during the fall, you've lost some people. You lost some friends who you thought was going to be there. But they were never a root in your life. They were never a tree stump in your life. They were never a branch. They were a leaf. They have to leave. They have to leave. If they don't leave, no new growth can happen. Can you imagine having the same situation over and over and over and over every season? And some of y'all are experiencing that because you won't let your leaves fall off during the fall. When it's time to go, it's just time to go. You don't have to be nasty. You don't have to be mean. When it's time to go, it's time to go, y'all. Things must fall off so new things can grow on. I'm going to say that again. Things must fall off so new things can grow on. You will outgrow some people. It's just what it is. Just because you outgrow them don't mean you have to be nasty to them, but you're going to outgrow people and it's okay. It's going to be fine. And usually people who are not okay with their growth are trying to stagnate it. Because, baby, I want all my friends to win. Baby, leave me behind to do what you got to do. I can't go with you in everything you do. Some things you just have to do alone. It's just point blank. It's just you just have to. You have to say, hey, I'm a branch and I need you to leave right now. I got some new things getting ready to come in my life. I got some new things getting ready to go. I need you to fall off now. you need to leave. Love you. You were great to my growth, but right now, I'm not being mean, but you gotta go. I gotta rake you off. You gotta go, cause I gotta have this new stuff come in my life. And a lot of you don't like fall because fall, in your opinion, represents disappointment. You don't want to lose those friends because you think that they're going to judge you. You think they're going to dislike you or cause trouble or pain for you. When things fall off, growth hurts. Growth hurts. People don't realize when branches are growing leaves, that doesn't feel good. Growing does not feel good, y'all. Have you ever heard of the saying, growing pains? It's the truth. Growing sometimes does not feel good because it's painful. When you grow, you outgrow things. Things just no longer fit. If I am, okay, I'll just use my baby for example. He's 5. He'll be 6 tomorrow. His foot could not stay in an infant state. If I tried to put that boy foot in a shoe right now, and when he was 1, he will be in so much pain right now. You guys, stop trying to make things fit because they're just not. You have to bust out. You have to outgrow things. And it don't feel good when you're trying to force to outgrow. It just hurts. It's supposed to hurt. You don't stay in the same size the rest of your life. You're not going to be the same size shoe the rest of your life. It just does not happen until you get to a point where your body stops growing. And eventually, as you pass puberty, your foot size is not going to grow anymore. So God is just taking you through the season of the place that you have to get to. And some people will be roots, some people will be a tree trunk, some people will be the branch, and some people will be leaves where they have to leave. It's just part of fall. They got to fall off. And I want y'all to think about somebody right now that you are connected to, that you're like, look, I've been trying to get away from them. They got to fall off, and they don't understand that they're stagnating my growth if they stay attached to me. They don't understand that the new things can't grow in if the old leaves stay. You got to leave. No hard feelings. Just got to go so I can grow. Somebody type that. You got to go so I can grow. No hard feelings. You got to leave. You got to go so I can grow. You got to leave. You got to go so I can grow. In that order. You got to leave. You got to go so I can grow. I'm in a fall season right now, baby. And I can't skip this season of my life, because if I skip fall, winter's going to be very tough. I'm going to automatically jump into winter without the process of fall. And that's what some of you guys are doing right now. You're skipping seasons because you're afraid that God is not going to give it to you. God, you're trying to help God. That's what you're trying to do. When you skip seasons of life, you're trying to help God do his job. And he knows what he's doing. He knows what's best for you. He knows the time for you. There's a time for everything. I just read that in Ecclesiastes chapter 3 for those who are just tuning on. There's a time for everything. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Who am I talking to? So, in the summertime, if I walk out in a big old sweatshirt, in a big old trench coat, with a big old toboggan and a scarf in the summertime, y'all gonna look at me like I'm crazy because I'm out of order. I'm out of season. And I'm telling you, that's what some of y'all are doing. Y'all are covering up during the summertime, and it's too hot, it's too heavy, and you should be at your best during the summertime. You should be summer body ready, but now you gotta hide everything and cover up and be hot for no reason. And I'm not talking about the hot of looking good. I'm talking about a hot mess because you walking out in the wrong season. You're wearing the wrong apparel for the wrong season. And some of you look like that in the spirit. You're wearing the wrong apparel and you're in the wrong season. A lot of people can tell that you're not where you need. Have you ever seen somebody that they just don't fit into where they want to be? And you're like, man, baby, you trying to be a doctor, but you look like a Harlem Globetrotter. You trying to play basketball in a doctor's office. Like your seasons, like the season of life ain't matching. The math ain't mathing, and the season ain't seasoning. It just ain't going together. Have you ever seen that? Another thing. How would I look wearing Daisy Dukes, a crop top, and a bikini during the heart of winter? Y'all can look at me like, girl, you finna get sick. Ain't you cold? I'm trying to be hot in a season that I'm not. Follow me in the spirit. I'm trying to be hot in a season that I'm not. Y'all trying to be hot girls. Hot girl summer in the wintertime, and you look at a hot mess. Your body is big, you're fat, you're carrying weight from seasons of life that you just keep on letting people dump on you. You look a hot mess. Put some clothes on. You're freezing. Just freezing. Just want to be seen. And just follow me in the spirit. Some of y'all want to be seen. So you wear barely nothing in the wintertime when you should be planting and harvesting and doing what you need to do. You should be preparing. You should be like, things should be stored up. You should have things stored up because in the summer, in the spring, you did your job. What's the saying? Summer bodies are made in the wintertime. They just are. Summer bodies are made in the wintertime. So if you just sat there and ate dong-dongs all day, you're not going to be ready for June and July. Because there was no preparation. There was no preparation in storehouse. During the fall, same thing. I put on a bikini. Y'all gonna be like, or a swimsuit. Girl, take that off. Do you not know it's fall? Y'all are doing things inappropriate. You're doing things out of order. You want to be seen, and you look a hot mess doing it. You look a hot mess doing it. Why you want to rush things? Why you want to skip seasons? It's just not time yet. Sometimes it's just not time yet. And sometimes God has you going through different seasons. So let me tell y'all about this, and I want you to follow me in the spirit. So whenever you are in the season of winter, and it feels like summer, because sometimes that can happen in Tennessee. Like during Christmas, it was 75 degrees in Tennessee on Christmas Day. Sometimes the season that you're in can represent the season that you're getting ready to go into. God will give you a glimpse of it. So that's why you can have summertime type climate change in the winter. It's just a glimpse of where you're going. You may just have one day of it. We wore shorts on Christmas Day. And that represented, I'm following me in the spirit. I'm getting ready for summertime, baby. Things fixing to get good. Even though I'm in the winter right now, God is so good to me. He's giving me a glimpse of my summer. I'm able to wear shorts during the wintertime. Even though it's wintertime, the climate says I can right now. It's just a glimpse of where you're going. That's an analogy for you to follow. That's going to help you understand. Sometimes during the spring, it can feel like winter in Tennessee. We can have a full snowstorm during the spring in March or April. I'm so serious. It's the weirdest thing ever. We can have a snowstorm during March and April when it's supposed to be spring. What does that represent in the spirit? Some things from winter is entering your spring. It should be time for you to blossom and go forward, but you still holding on to some things. You're still holding on to winter. The climate should be one thing, but it's reminding you of winter. Because you ain't learned. You did not learn something. So God's like, hold on, let me remind you how this winter feel, because you ain't learned yet. Who's following me in the spirit? Who's grasping? Who's picking up what I'm putting down? And sometimes in the spring, it can feel like fall. Sometimes in the fall, it can feel like summer. We call it Indian summers. It can be really hot in the fall sometimes. In October, in November, in Tennessee, that is. And some of you live in regions where you don't get to see the 4 seasons. And that's where you have to use your discernment and know spiritually what season that you're in. Some of you live in Arizona, some of you live in California where you don't experience certain things. Like in Tennessee, we have had some earthquakes, believe it or not. That's what's really, really weird, but we don't normally, Tennessee is not a place that normally is supposed to get earthquakes, okay? California is a place that normally not supposed to get tornadoes or hurricanes. I don't think hurricanes happen on the West Coast. What am I trying to say? Sometimes different things happen in different climate regions because that region can handle that climate. Arizona can handle the very hot desert type weather. Tennessee can't handle that type of desert weather. Our climate, our region is not set up for that. So spiritually, some of you are entering regions that your spirit is not ready for that type of season or climate that you're supposed to be in. You're just not supposed to be a part of that. Some of you trying to enter climates that you are regionally not ready for. You're never going to be ready for because that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Some of you are out of alignment and out of the will of God because it's just not the climate of the region that He wants you in. Follow me in the spirit. So I need you to type, stop skipping seasons. Stop skipping seasons. Tennessee, we don't have hurricanes, but Miami, Florida, in that Florida region does. We can feel the effects of a hurricane because we do get rain during hurricane season. And that's usually during the fall. So we can feel the effects. Sometimes you can feel the effects of another region. Let me know if I'm getting too deep for y'all. Am I getting too deep? Are y'all following me? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? What am I trying to teach you here? Stay in your lane and go through the seasons of life. And stop inviting other people into your season because that don't belong there. They're going through their own season. And sometimes you just got to let people, when they're going through winter, you got to be like, no, I'm in summertime right now. I can't get in winter, baby. I'm not dressed. I'm not dressed for the occasion. I'm not dressed for winter. I can't go into winter with you, baby. I done been through that harsh weather. I'm not prepared to go through your winter. I'm in summer right now. God has blessed me. I already went through my winter season. And sometimes we can connect with people and we can pick up everything that their weight. We can pick up their weight. We can pick up everything that they're going through because why? We want to be a part of their season. I'm not going to be in no winter season with y'all when I'm in spring and summer. I have paid my dues. I don't need to go back down memory lane with you. Nope, not doing it. Not going back into the winter season. Nope. I'm out of that season. Somebody say I'm out of that season. I'm out of that season. I done spring forward all the way into spring. I'm not going into winter with you. No, I'm not. Because you didn't prepare for nothing. You keep holding on to things. You keep holding on to them leaves and you won't let them leave. So I need you to leave me alone. I love you, but you're going to have to grow through this. You're going to have to go through your winter. I'm not coming with you. I'm not going back to winter with you. I'm not. And some of y'all need to tell people that I'm not going back into winter with you. I just can't do it. You're going to have to learn. You're going to take that process yourself. I can't do it now. Just going to have to. That'd be the hardest thing, telling people that, you got to go. And it's just the truth. You have to go. You have stayed too long, and you have to go. You have stayed too long, and you have to go. It's just what it is. I don't know who I'm talking to. You have stayed too long, and it's time to go. And it's okay. It's okay to be a part of the Deuce ministry and say, Deuces, I'm out. Got to go to my next season of life, and you cannot come with me, and that's okay. I need you to understand. I need you to respect the season that I'm in, and I need you to understand the season that you're in so that you don't try to violate my season and bring storms into my summer. Who am I talking to? You bringing hurricanes into my summer. Because you out of season don't mean I'm finna be out of season with you. Don't change my climate. See, people can change your climate. People can change your climate. The homeostasis of your whole setting and being in your environment. They can change your climate. Stop letting people change your climate. They don't belong there. Hurricanes don't belong in California. Tornadoes don't belong in California. Earthquakes do. Because things are breaking up. Don't change my climate. Somebody type, don't change my climate. Don't change my climate. Stay over there with all that. Don't change my climate. Have you ever hung around somebody that every time they go somewhere, they complain? Every time they go somewhere, you with them, something happens bad. They just shift the atmosphere for no reason. It don't be good. It be bad climate. You be like, God, dog, I ain't got no umbrella. I ain't got no raincoat. We in a hailstorm. How we went from summertime to good weather to this climate of hailstorms? Because you entered a climate with somebody that invited you in. You need to stop hanging around them. They're shifting your climate. They're shifting your climate. They're changing your atmosphere. You were once in control. Now you in the middle of a tornado, in the biggest tornado of your life, because you decided that you was going to let somebody else invite you into their climate and change your climate. Be comfortable in the season that you're in and know that you're in that season for a reason. You experienced that challenge of life that you experienced for a reason. It hurt, yes. But now guess what? You spring forward. You're ready now. Stop skipping seasons. They're preparing you for where you want to go. Pay attention to your prayer life. What you're praying for, God is hearing it. He's taking it serious. Be patient. Go through the seasons of your life. What God has for you, it is for you. You don't have to go rush your season to get into somebody else's summer. Let them shine. Quit trying to steal the sunshine. It ain't your time to shine. Stay on over there. Let these people enjoy their shine. You want to be everywhere at the same darn time. No. It is not your season. It is not your time. Let another man praise you when it's your time. You ever see somebody that's got to have the spotlight all the time? They got to be, oh, it's me. What about me? What about me? Look at me. Look at me. It's me. It's me. It's I. It's I. Sit your tail down. It is not your time to shine. It is this girl's time to shine over here. It's this man's time to shine over here. It is not your time to shine. Chill out. You're going to get your chance. Shout it. You're going to get your chance. It ain't your chance right now. You should be learning and growing from the person that's shining and showing. You should be learning and growing from the person that's shining and showing. It's their time. When somebody invites you to a party, the party doesn't get started until the person who invited you walk in. It's not your turn to open the gifts. You don't get to blow out the candles. You don't get to come to the birthday party and open the person's presents that invited you. And that's how some of you are looking in the spirit. It ain't your birthday. It is not your birthday. We're not singing happy birthday to you. It ain't your birthday. Your birthday next year. Your birthday next season. That's how oxymoron some of y'all look in the spirit when you trying to be like Jane, when you're trying to be like Susan. It is Jane and Susan's time. It is not your time, Raquel. I'm just using a name. I'm just using some names. I don't know if anybody on here named Raquel or Susan or Jane. I'm just throwing some scenarios out there for you so you can understand what I'm trying to show you in the spirit. Wait your turn. It's coming. It's coming. Wait your turn. You can be excited. Just wait. Your time is coming. I promise you. You do not want to rush your season and your time. Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to? Your time is coming. It's coming. I promise you it's coming. It is coming. Your time is coming. And I want you to be patient because you don't want nothing to happen before your time. You do not want anything to happen before their time. You don't want anything to happen before it's time. Who am I talking to? My spiritual daughter's on here. She wanted to move closer to me last June, I believe. It was last June. The apartment wasn't ready. Her lease wasn't up. It wasn't her time. And if she wanted to rush it, she was going to have a penalty. She was going to have to pay money to break her lease. And that money expense would have been an expense that she just did not need to have at the time. She could use that money for something else, but if she wanted to rush her time, it would have been a penalty. And that penalty is coughing up a whole lot of money that she did not have at that time. And if she did cough up that money, it would have created a negative thing in an area where she had an expense. And that's what some of you are doing in the spirit. You want to break your lease early. And you're like, I'll pay the penalty just to get to where I need to. Sometimes, baby, it just ain't your time. It ain't time yet. It ain't time yet. You're going to suffer trying to break that lease. You're going to incur an expense that you just don't need to have right now. Somebody write that down. When we rush through our seasons of time, we will incur a season that we're not ready for. A problem that we're not ready to have because we want to rush things. It can create a gap in something else. It can create a gap in something else, y'all. We got to be careful. We got to be very, very careful of wanting to jump over seasons, wanting to skip times, wanting to do things so fast. You will lose things in the summertime if you bypass winter. If you bypass spring. And if you skip all the way over to fall. Things are not going to line up right. Things are going to grow inappropriately. It's just not going to fit. Nothing's going to work right because you're going to be out of sync, y'all. And the worst thing that you can do is be out of sync and out of the will of God when it's time to be in the will of God because you skipped over things that you weren't prepared for. Who am I talking to? Trust the process. I know that's a cliche, but trust it, y'all. He knows what he's doing. God knows what he's doing. God knows what he's doing. And God knows I needed my spiritual daughter up here this past June. of 2025, I needed her up here because I was so busy. So busy. And she had to drive back and forth about an hour and 30 minutes to me every time she came up to help me with the blazers and things, because things start happening so fast. But God was like, no, if I bring her up here, you're not going to know how to become faster in your creations, in your designs. I need you to be able to handle that load. So whenever she does come, things are going to be easier for you. You can teach her in the process. And I'm a lot faster now with designing than I was when I first started. So even with me, I had to learn that. I had to learn, well, some things I just got to do by myself right now because God is teaching me something. I'm learning. Even though I need her help, God's like, you're not going to get her help right now until I'm ready for her to get up here. Y'all, these seasons are important. Don't skip over them. Don't skip over them. You got this. Take your time, trust the process, grow, and become mature in the spirit. Become mature in the things. Become an expert so you can be a mastermind in what God has for you to do. I've paid the dues to be where I am right now. It's just like school, going through the process. I have a bachelor's degree, I have a master's degree, I have a doctorate degree. I did not get that overnight. I didn't go from kindergarten to doctoral degree. No, it don't work like that. There's a process. There's hard work. There's studying. There's tests that you have to take. There's things you have to pass. And that's a season, that's a process to go through. And it's painful. I ain't want to be up all night writing essays and dissertations. I hate it. Just thinking about it make me mad. I'd be like, oh, just thinking about it. I don't want to ever go back to school. I'm done. Don't ever want to do this again. God, no. No. No, I don't. And it's nothing like getting a degree in something that you can't use, or it's not going to pay you through the time that you wasted on it. You just wasted time and money for something that's only going to give you $1 more. Isn't that crazy? You went to school all that time for something that's only going to pay you $1 more. That'll make you so mad. What? I got this paper and all I'm going to get is $1 more. I should have just stayed where I was at. God just showing you I got something bigger for you where you don't have a degree. Let me share something with y'all. The only reason why I have as many degrees as Real Talk will tell us, you got more degrees than a thermometer. I'm one of them people that I got more degrees than a thermometer. But do you know I'm not even using my degrees right now? I'm still licensed, don't get me wrong, but I'm not using not nan one of them degrees. I did not go to school for design. But it's a gift that God gave me that was passed on from my father to me. There was a season for those degrees. Now I'm in a season where I'm not even using the degrees that I worked hard for. I'm just showing y'all, I'm painting a picture here that God will do a new thing in your life if you will let him control the seasons and you quit trying to control it. He will give you a new things, witty ideas, new inventions. He will do that for you. Sometimes it's just time to grow out of what you're familiar. And some of you are staying in a familiar spot. You have become so familiar with God that God is like, your way, my ways are not your ways. Quit trying to put me in this comment box like you know how I'm going to do it. Quit trying to figure it out. Let God take you through the seasons that he's going to take you in, and quit trying to be God. Quit trying to have climate control over your life. Stop doing that. Climate control. Y'all are letting other people control the climate of your life. And God is like, that ain't the season you in. Stay where I put you. Stay where I put you. It ain't time yet. You're going to walk out the will of God. You're going to enter winter time, and you ain't even supposed to be in winter. You're supposed to be summer. Summertime. You're supposed to be enjoying yourself. But now, you ain't enjoying yourself because you did not go through the seasons that God wants you to go through. This ain't your time to shine. And you done skipped over your time to shine, trying to get in Susan's business, and now you going through Susan's storms, rains, tornadoes, hurricanes. Why? Because your climate changed because you was in the wrong place at the wrong time doing the wrong thing. So you got to be at the right place at the right time doing the right things. And like my spiritual mother would tell us, God will change rules, regulations, policies, and procedures for me. Y'all got to trust God. That's just point blank. That's what this is about. Yeah, they changed on me. Yeah, they changed because you need to change. You need to holler. I love you, but I gotta go. I gotta go. They just changed. They ain't the same. No, I'm not. Every day that I wake up requires a new me. Every day that I wake up requires a new me. I'm not going to be what I was yesterday. For my people on here who are married, you know, in marriages, people get in arguments and everything. Honey, the next day, I ain't even thinking about that argument. I moved on because that was yesterday's climate. I'm in a new day. I'm in a new season. It requires a new me. Love you, baby. What we doing today? Because last night, that was last night. We ain't going to bed on being angry. None of that. What we doing today, though? That's what that's what y'all have to do. Like, that was yesterday. Like, okay, what we doing today, though? Now, I'm not bringing yesterday's problems into today. Right? Same thing. For those who are not married, you still understand what I just explained. We're not bringing yesterday's problems in today. That's what you got to start selling yourself to. I'm not bringing yesterday's season into today's climate. We're not doing that. I'm God. You done shifted me into something totally different now. So, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to? Yeah, Dr. Destiny. Them nights, I don't even want to think about it no more. Oh, Jesus, I just want to quit already thinking about it. It was awful. I hated it. I hated writing pages and research. I hated research. I didn't like it. I couldn't stand it. I don't care about it. I don't care. Why we gotta do research? I don't want to do no statistics and analysis, and I don't want to do it. I got PTSD thinking about it, Jesus. I don't want to do it no more. Woo, Jesus, don't want to think about it. Oh, Lord. Don't want to think about it. Don't want to do it no more. I don't put that on my worst enemy, y'all. I don't want to do no more work, no more school work. Man, I don't want to do it. Some of y'all can think about some seasons that God brought y'all out of, and y'all like, I don't want to do this no more. I'm not walking back into that season. I am done. I got PTSD from it. I'm so done. I don't want to think about it. Thinking about it already making me just, Some of y'all like, no. Stay away. Stay. Don't come back. I don't want to enter this season no more. So I just want y'all to trust the process. I want y'all to trust God, and I want y'all to understand that there's a reason for everything. In tonight's scripture, and I will read it again before we close. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and we're going to go to verse 1 through verse 11. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to pluck up, which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to rend and a time to sow. A time to keep silence and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. What profit had he that worketh in that wherein he laboreth? I have seen the travail which God hath given to the sons of men to be exercised in it. He had made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he had set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end. There used to be a song when I was in Vacation Bible School. And the song would sing something like, they would say, in his time, all things are possible in his time. Every single day, Lord, just show me the way, and all things will be beautiful in its time. In his time, in his time, all things are possible in his time. Every single day, Lord, just show me the way, and I'll know things are beautiful in his time. Do everything in his time. Lord, we just thank you so much for this night, God. We thank you for showing us the way. We thank you for leading the way. We thank you for also just creating the path that we're supposed to take in your time. Lord, let us not be impatient. Let us not rush. Let us not rush the process of this thing you call and have given us life. Let us understand that there's a purpose for everything that is set forth to us, even the good things and even the bad things, even the things that we understand and even the things that we don't understand, God. Allow us to keep an open mind to trust your will and your way for our life. And God, remind us daily that everything that is created was created in time, and that it is beautiful, and the process is beautiful. The development of all things that you create is beautiful in your time. Lord, protect us tonight as we lay our heads down. Protect our families. Shield our households. Place your angels around us. Watch over us during the night and let us have rest. Let us have peace that passes all understanding. It's in your Christ Jesus' name we pray. Well, y'all, you know what time it is. Get in your bed. Get in your own bed. Pray before you get in your bed. And when you wake up in the morning, pray. And then after you're done praying, make up your bed. Because a made up bed is a made up mind. You're no longer on mental death row. You're on blessed row. And remember, don't do it to be seen. Be seen doing it. Love y'all. Have a great night. Share. Share the YouTube. Like the message tonight. And share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, because everything that is on Facebook Live, in 30 days, they delete the video, but it will always be on YouTube uploaded, okay? So you can share the message with everybody. Subscribe. We want to get these subscriptions up so that people can enjoy the message on YouTube as well. I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Remember, I will not be on tomorrow night because it's my son's birthday and we will be celebrating him tomorrow. He's turning 6. My baby's turning 6. And the time is flying and I want to enjoy it, okay? So I will see you guys back on Friday night. All right. Love y'all. Be blessed.